So we are here with, this is SimplyStyles.com, and we are here with the infamous Jenthe. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm just relaxing. It's Sunday, so time to hit the internet and read the newspaper, all that fun stuff.
So tell me, I'm a fan of your blog. I like to keep up with what's going on, and I actually checked it today because, obviously I'm doing an interview and I wanted to have a better understanding of what you've been going through in the last couple of days and whatnot. So I'm reading your blog, and I read about industry guy. You got to tell me about this industry guy that you're dealing with. I mean, you don't have to name drop, but I'm interested. I want to know, who is he? I'm jumping right into the meat and potatoes. I want to know, who is this guy?
Thank you for asking me that. Well, I mean, I always tell everyone, if you visit my blog, you can figure it out. I mean, if you watch enough of me and what I'm doing and who I'm with, I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. So that's how we get everyone to make sure that they go to Jenthe.com.
Exactly. I'm not mad, girl. I'm not mad at the hustle at all. So is he down with Unit, or is he just a different industry guy?
What can we say? Well, no, he's not your Unit. That's for sure.
Okay, so Jenthe has a guy friend, well, let's say a man. I'm gonna say you got a man. Like I said, I visit your site all the time, Jenthe.com. I visit it all the time, and I came across a trailer for a movie.
Oh.
You gotta tell me what you think about this BROWZ trailer.
BROWZ, it makes me laugh. I mean, I just don't, like BROWZ, he's definitely, played a big part in the industry, and, he's definitely respected. But what do we really want to see a life movie about BROWZ? Like, what has he really done in his life that we want to see a movie about? Like, what trials is for me? Right, like, what ether, and then what? And then, he was kind of quiet for a little while. I mean, years ago, he tried having a rap career, and then he was producing and rapping, and now, I mean, there's all this light on him now because he has 4 singles playing on the radio. But what scandal has happened around BROWZ's life that, we want to see a movie about it? I mean, it'll hit the internet and that'll be about it.
More power to him. I'm not the type to knock anybody that's getting the grind. How you got to get the gutter, how you got to get it. So, with that said, I know that you're very controversial, man. Some of the things that you say have my head spinning like, whoa, Jen, whoa. You've been quoted saying some crazy shit. So tell me about this Funkmaster Flex situation.
I know. I definitely hate to talk about that. It was something I had done an interview with True Stories Radio, and they had asked me questions. Their whole thing is they want to get you to say some shit. So they just asked me about different people, about different video girls. They asked me about Roxy. They asked, about my relationship with Who Kid, and if I've ever said anything so crispy on the air that, Who Kid and them had gotten upset. And I just went back and told the story about something that I had said about Flex one time on, Shade 45, and they flipped it and made it sound like I was re-saying it. And, there's no beef with Flex, I mean, everybody has their opinion and their feelings about different people. I'm saying it in a joking matter.
Okay. So did you and Flex ever have the opportunity to, clear the air, or is there still,
No, and I like to say, am I that important? I mean, if Flex was mad about something that I said, then I have to be super important out here.
I understand. I think you're important, but hey, that's my opinion. Okay. So, like I said, you're controversial. Tell me about this chick. She was supposed to be a prostitute. Like, the way you came out was just like, fuck her. She's like a prostitute. She sells a coochie or sells a pussy, whatever. Like, you're so blunt about it. Like, what was that?
Right.
Was that them dating you, or was that actually you?
No, that was actually me. I mean, they asked, and I said, I get a little riled up sometimes. I hold all these feelings in for so long, and I talk to myself about them in my head, and then once I get on the mic, it's a wrap. It's like a whole Jenthe comes out. Normally if somebody sees me out, I'm like quiet and nice and this sweet little thing, and as soon as the mic goes on, I go in on people.
Right, exactly. That was going to be my next question. So is this is the Jenthe that the world see, is that you on a regular basis? Are you that blunt?
Yeah.
Or is there different sides to you? Is this just the business?
I think there's definitely different sides to me. When the mic goes on, my whole, this a really big personality of me comes out. And I could be in my house and I could go off at the mouth. I'm definitely a shit. There's no doubt about that. I talk shit in my own house. I talk shit to my mother. I talk shit to everybody. I think, though, I get, everybody, the battery goes in my back as soon as the mic goes on, that's for sure. So it's a little extra.
Okay. So what's your relationship like with the G-Unit family? You've been with them for a while now, and I've had the opportunity to actually watch you and Who Kid interact with each other, and you guys seem like you have like such a strong chemistry. Aside from Who Kid, like what kind of chemistry do you have with the rest of the G-Unit?
Well, I've been on G-Unit Radio for 1.5 years now, and not very often that we, do get to have 50 come in the studio, or Banks or Yayo come in the studio. But when they do, it's always love. Like I say all the time, 50 Cent is the most charming man I've ever, one of the most charming men I've ever met in my life. He's a doll, and he treats everyone, who's part of G-Unit, whether it's Unit Radio, whether it's an intern, he treats everyone the same. And I could really respect that about him. Once he knows that you're part of the family, he really takes to you. And, Banks and Yayo, they're always fun to joke around with.
A lot of people don't know that you started on The Ultimate Hustler with Damon Dash. A lot of people don't know that. But, tell me about that experience.
I would do it again in a heartbeat. I always say Damon Dash is my entertainment parent. He definitely taught me so much that I know.